showing the path to kids.
Day after day, we see news footage of suspects being led away by police. Watching them sit in the back seat of a police car, heads bowed in shame, I cannot help but reflect on a certain thought. Of course, what they did was wrong. But this is not about the morality of their actions. What I feel is that, under different circumstances, these people could have, and should have, lived an ordinary life. I cannot help but wonder, what kind of past led them to this point? What thoughts might occupy the mind of someone born and raised in poverty? People are nothing but malice. No one cares about me anyway. I'll use any means necessary, as long as it benefits me. In contrast, what thoughts might someone hold if they were raised in a wealthy, nurturing home? People are inherently good. The smiles of my family and friends are what I live for. I want to do whatever I can for them. Profit and loss? I've never even thought about such a trivial matter. The other day, I had the opportunity to witness the lives of children who had clearly been guided toward the latter path. It was a ballet recital, in which my niece was performing. The venue was a grand hall, seating 1,000 people. The program? The Nutcracker. The cast consisted of about 100 performers, ranging from toddlers to adults. By age, the ratio was, roughly 10% were in their 20s or older, 60% middle and high schoolers, and 30% elementary schoolers or younger. The dance, the direction, the music, and the lighting. It was a flawless and deeply moving performance. Then I wondered, how did these 100 youngsters come to be part of this stage? Certainly, there was their own hard work. However, that would be only one piece of the puzzle. I suspect their own efforts accounted for about 10%, while the direction and guidance of their instructors accounted for 90%. It was only because of that 90% that they could bask in the spotlight and revel in the applause. The reality of most ballet schools would be this: practice time is extremely limited. Setting aside a handful of professional dancers, most performers have only their spare time to give. Despite this, the volume of choreography they must master is immense. I can only imagine the mental strain of producing a stage as long and complex as the Nutcracker. Fickle children who would rather be playing soccer or tennis. Students, coming and going. Yet, performing arts cannot exist if even one person is missing. The instructor must lead them, sometimes strictly, sometimes gently, and always with constant care. It must have been a daunting, dizzying process. This is why I express my heartfelt respect to the instructors who built this stage. If the suspect, hanging their head in the back of that police car, had met such a sincere mentor, their fate surely would have been different. It must have been a world where the prevailing mindset of their surroundings was putting themselves before the children. Whatever the reason, the suspect was likely surrounded by adults who held that mindset. When children are not blessed with someone to lead them, there is nothing they can do. Are humans inherently good or evil? I subscribe to the theory of tabula rasa, the blank slate. At birth, a child is neither good nor bad. Humans simply adapt to the direction in which they are led. The Nolans, the Irish vocal group, sang in churches and other venues from the time they were children. Both of their parents were singers. Both of Shohei Ohtani's parents were athletes. Adults should pass on what they have cultivated, their values and wisdom, to the next generation. By doing so, we can prevent lives from ending with one's head bowed in the back of a police car.